Hey, what's going on, you guys? This is Hyperion-Blue-GT. It's time to get ready for the third round in the 2020 series GR Supra GT Cup on Gran Turismo Sport. Now we are racing at Circuit de la Sarthe for 4 laps, and we're going in for having a start type with a grid start with a false start check, because this will might have to get ready to go after we took a few days of practice. This will might have some very good choice to be going in for having a 2020 or 2019 GR Supra RC will be ready to go for the next round, but this one might have a balance of performance regulation will be increased onto the power to be adding up by 3%. So better make sure out there, folks, this one might have a good practice before we're about to be joined in session of a nice competition race. So before enjoying watching the video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and check out some more videos if you like. Feel free to enjoy it anytime you want for the entertainment. Now it's time to get ready to start the race, and let's begin. The third round in the 2020 series GR Supra GT Cup is about to get ready to take on Le Mans. So I hope everybody's about to get ready, because this will be having a difficult race. Mesha is now taking first place with his customary livery, and here's Josh Spinelli in second place, and this is going to be having a green snap-on livery. Third place driver is done. Owner is about to be ready to go, and here's myself in fourth place with a UDRS Insportec livery with my Toll Drama self-rep on it. Tristerman 89 is going in to take fifth place to be at the go, and here's Rap QCYT is now going in to have sixth place. Seventh place driver is Cleidius is now be having a nice good custom-made livery. It looks like this one might have an 8th place driver. Seltui Samamani is about to be getting ready to go. Kato 18 Pat is about to be going in to take the 9th place. And here's Ed Quart 90, and this is going to be a very good, nice, awesome livery. And here's Crypt Killer 66 is now taking 11th place. And here's the 12th place driver, Heart _ Autosports, with this very good, nice, awesome livery he made. And here's Chukka 4746C is now taking 13th place. Sascar 88 is about to be going in for having a 14th place at the start. Matt Rules 314159 is about to be going in for having a 15th place at the go. And here's RPM _ Falcon in 16th place. 17th place driver is Jacob Boy again. Now this is going to be having a nice black colored livery to have a default. Timoni 812 is about to be taking 18th place. And here's the 19th place driver is D-Man _ 1977. So be very careful, you guys. The first corner is going to be very tough, so we're just going to need to expect some open space distance, because this is going to be having a best time to avoid a collision. So make sure keep a foot of the brakes before we're about to be going right in for having a 5 seconds before we're about to hit the green light. Planes are flying by, and this will be having a nice time to take the third round in the 2020 series GR Supra GT Cup, and we are going underway for having a nice green light for go. Better make sure this is going to be having a full group out there. Just going to make it for 5. We'll be taking the head start. Just going to have to make that right turn and keep it going nice and steady. Better make sure this is going to be having some good perfect braking points. Try not to make that massive collision. Very good. So it looks like this is going to be having a good suitable lineup out there. Looks like I'm on 5th place by dropping down by overtake on Dunn's owner. And this is going to be having a nice horizon blue color on it. Same color type. And this is going to be having a livery we'll be taking on for having a good challenge. So it looks like this is going to be having the top 3 drivers will be going in by taking the straight end. Looks like we have a cone just barely flied up, and looks like Esmea is now taking on in 3rd place by dropping down after getting off the track. Just going to make sure take a good, suitable, perfect, clean race out there, viewers, since the first quarter is going to be very tough at the first start. So now we're going in for having a second quarter we'll be taking on for having a nice second point race entry. Gonna have to keep going straight, but better make sure use the early braking points and try not to do a late braking, otherwise you might end up to be slowed down by a sand trap. Here comes the first chicane. Just going to make sure to pull the brakes just to be before. And this is going to be having some best suitable direction. That's more like it. Take that first chicane, and this is going to be having the apex. It looks like this is going to be having a 0.5 second penalty detected. Looks like this is going to be having Duns underscore owner will be going in for taking the second penalty line after we've been passed on to the first line. Just going to have to take a little bit more straight before coming right in onto the second chicane. Josh Benelli is now taking the lead. I hope he can probably have to do his best out there, viewers. Every race will always going to make a good perfection by taking a lot of early braking points will be needed as possible. Take that left position and go on to the right. Looks like Duns Owners is about to be dropped down onto 4th place, while Ralph QCYT is now taking 3rd place. And here comes the Mulsanne corner. Just going to have to keep going straight before making the next early braking points. This is going to have to take a lot of good progress out there, viewers. Every race might be needed to take a better one make race the most. Signal has barely called in, and better watch the brake indicator. Just going to keep it nice and slow, and oh man, I cannot believe it. That was so close. It looks like Duns Owner just barely made a dodge while having a little bit more struggle with his control of the handling. So looks like he's still in one piece, folks. Looks like he's still in onto the same position, but I got him on sight by taking the slipstream. Just going to go right in onto that straight to be going in onto that right curb. Better make sure to be prepared for the Indianapolis corner section. This is going to be the next part. So you're going to make sure this is going to have to take a best suitable clean turn whenever we need the most. There you go. It looks like this is going to be a very good organized proper work. Oh man, looks like there it goes, folks. Looks like we have a second place driver just barely got hit off the track, and now this is going to be having a good opening ticket for myself to be in second place. Now that's the ticket for UDRS is now taking on for having a silver position. Looks like this one might have 4.8 seconds up ahead to catch up onto S. Messia in the lead. So I hope this is going to be having a very good challenge whenever I have to do my best out there, viewers. This race will always going to do my best moments since the last season whenever I had to take part back in the 2019 series. This is going to be having that Porsche corner. Gonna have to pull the brake early. Gonna make the do the inside so I won't do the same thing from last season. Gonna make sure to be very correctly whenever we had to make a good communication with the heavy handling on the condition. Very good to take that Porsche corner and going a little bit freestyle on the right turn. Going in onto the left by taking the next turn. Very good. Taking that suitable line of direction. It looks like S. Messia is now taking on for having the 4th chicane. Will be going in onto the last turn. Let's see if this is going to be having a good early braking point. So let's do this. Keep going left and take that right turn and going right over to take that last part of the corner. Just going to make sure to step it in onto the apex before we're about to proceed onto the next lap. End of the first lap. Now moving on to lap number 2. So this will might have a 4:44.8 seconds made by S. Messia. And now this is going to be a very good ways to see it. Just going to have to make a good progress out there. We'll be taking on the Milans for the 2020 GR Super RC. So now I'm about to stay well guarded to take second place, while Josh Benelli is going to have to take that chase to catch up onto my position. That's more like it. Just going to have to take some good clean turns and do a little bit more early braking points just to be needed as possible. It takes racing sensitivity during the FIA GT Championship that everybody really wants to learn. It's always going to have to take a lot of practice before joining session on the lobby. It's going to have to take some fine sportsmanship rating. We'll be going in increasing. Looks like there he is right now. He's about to be passing right onto the side, folks. Going in onto the right, and this is going to be having a green GR Supra will be going in forward by the overtake, and that will might put UDRS in Sportec will be on in 3rd place. Looks like I got him on side, and this will be having a good slipstream. Will be raced up onto the acceleration, real close into the gap. Very good, and make that braking point will go in. Just having a nick of time for having a moment. Slow and steady by that first chicane. This is going to get a little bit more better. Passing on for the next sector and continue on by having a full straight to be reached up at the second chicane. Looks like Ralph QCYT is about to be coming in for the next distance. Gonna have to keep an eye on him for only 0.8 seconds behind, while I'm about to be taking the chase on Josh Benelli. And here comes the second braking point. Just gonna have to get a little bit more early. This wheel might have a suitable exercise caution. Slide it in onto the right. Just gonna go right in near the apex. Very good. This is gonna be taking a good run for UDRS GR Supra Racing team is about to be taking the action to reach up onto the second place driver. It looks like we're about to be coming right back onto the Mulsanne corner out there, viewers. Just gonna make sure that this is gonna have to take a lot of good perfection whenever we need to take some good safety skills. Try not to make any mistakes. This is gonna might need to do the perfect ways. We'll do the inside. And looks like this is gonna be having Ralph QCYT just barely trying to be going way further up ahead by having an increased gap distance by 3.3 seconds. Looks like he's still in one piece to keep it going, so looks like Duns_owner is about to be taking on 5th place whenever he's going to need to get closer. So that wheel might have the 4th place, will be taking a moving forward position. So looks like this is going to be having a little ongoing chase going on with me and Josh Manelli. Taking the battle of 2nd place is going to be a very difficult challenge out there by taking the handling effect. Gonna have to take the inside at the Indianapolis corner section. Gonna make that perfect braking point to be at the 90-degree angle on to the next turn on the right. Josh Benelli is gonna have to take a little bit more successful path to go forward. And heading on over to the Porsche chicane, it looks like S. Messia is now gonna have to take that lead to be going in. So let's see how he can do it. This is gonna be having a good, clean perfection turn by taking the Porsche corner, followed by the Porsche chicane. That's more like it. This is going to be taking some best suitable position. So it looks like I'm going in onto the inside. Gonna have to close in onto the gap on Josh Benelli. Take a little bit more focus on the handling. We'll be taking some stability. Use that apex to be needed. Very good. Looks like this is going to be having some good connection line flow. We'll be going in by the progress, viewers. Looks like Josh Benelli just barely crossing in onto the apex, onto the way deep inside. Hope this wheel might have to give a good clear for verification to be pressed forwards without taking the penalty. Take that Porsche chicane and moving on to reach at the end of the 2nd lap. Gonna have to reach up onto dirt lap because this wheel might have S. Militia is now taking the lead to press forward. And it looks like this is going to be taking a little bit more closer out there for Josh Benelli. So it looks like this is going to be taking the opportunity for UDRS. We'll be going in to close into the gap. It's going to be a little bit more side by side by taking the first corner. I hope this is going to have to take that right turn to go onto the position and hold that brake. And this is going to be taking that left turn to go onto the apex. That was so close, and it looks like Josh Benelli takes the inside, and UDRS is about to be striking right back in on this one to pass underneath the Dunlop Bridge, going slope down onto the hill, and this is going to be doing great. I cannot believe it. This is going to be quite very close, epic battle to see how I can probably do it to take on Josh Benelli in his green livery of the GR Supra RC. Is the effort he might be going remarkable. Looks like going in onto the next turn, just going to head right back onto the Mulsanne straight. This is going to be a pretty good, excellent battle out there. The green Snap-on versus UDRS Insport Tech will be taking the battle in 2nd place. Gonna have to catch up onto Espinosa. This is going to be having a 12-second gap distance to be reached up ahead. And this is going to be a very difficult race for this round, viewers. A most finest one-make race will be taking on the Glory. It's going to be the only expertise we'll be taking on Le Mans for having the best parts. Passing it in onto the first chicane. It looks like Josh Benelli is about to be going into the inside. First chicane is going to be a very good stable run, and this wheel might have to take back onto 2nd place. But I still got a little bit more chance when I'm in 3rd place, viewers. This is going to take a little bit more heated chase out there for having a green versus blue battle by the rush. So meanwhile, Duns_owner is now taking 4th place after he overtakes Ralph QCYT. So this one might have a 5th place. Will be going in to press forward to be taking the resumed chase. I hope everybody is doing okay, and this is going to have to take a lot of racing work out there. Just going to have to stay strong and try not to lose some stress out there. It's going to have to take plenty more handling. Will be well made to go. So it looks like I'm about to get a little bit further away from Josh Benelli to take the 1.3 seconds up ahead. Gonna need to close in because this is gonna have to take enough time out there for only 4.7 seconds behind when I'm in third place. Gonna keep going the pace. This is gonna get a little bit more difficult out there by taking that perfect braking point. Josh Benelli takes that inside at the Mulsanne corner. Now I'm about to do the same. There you go. Looks like this is going to be a very good distance run to take some good chase out there. Well, a little bit more disturbance on the cop words. Just going to have to keep a little bit more focused to see how the race is going along nicely. And looks like here's Chapoy again, and now he's coming in onto 6th place. Looks like this one might have to catch up onto Ralph QCYT. This is going to get a little bit more excited to see this best run out there, folks. Gonna keep it a little bit more careful. Now, oh man, looks like there it goes, folks. Looks like Josh Benelli just barely went off the track after taking the late braking point onto the Indianapolis corner section. But that was pretty close, and that might be having a 0.5 second penalty by taking the outside turn to be a little bit ignoring the track limits. So it's too late by crossing in onto the second penalty line. So this one might take a few distance to go before coming in onto the entrance of the fourth chicane. Now that was pretty close out there, folks. This race is always going to have to take plenty more skills. Will be performed the heavy handling. Will be going in by having a most difficult time. Just going to go back onto the fourth corner. This is going to have to take some inside turns to stay right in. Keep going on to the maintain pace by pressing on to the next sector. There you go. Looks like this is going to be having a good proper balance. So this one might make me no choice because this one might have a cost amount of the penalty distance will be going in. I hope this is going to have to take for only a 1 second penalty behind before I'm about to be crossing into the line. Hazard lights will turn on, and this will might have a 4-speed reduction. That's more like it. This is going to have to take a little bit more seconds until the hazard lights will be turned off. It looks like we're about to be going forward to take on the final lap, folks. So this is it, and that will might bring the first place driver will be taking the best upper hand skills, will be going in by the advantage. Eds Malaysia is now going to have to take the best leading average to take on. So it looks like this is going to be having a good distance for only 17 seconds up ahead when I'm in second place. Josh Benelli is going to have to take a little bit more grueling distance to catch up onto my position in third place. Take that first turn and going right in for having a good clean run out there, folks. Passing in underneath the Dunlop Bridge. Gonna have that corner. We'll be taking some sensitivity. Pretty good progress, and make that lap turn. Goes in by the early braking point. Very good. It looks like this one might have a green snap-on livery. Is about to be passing in to coming right back at UDRS in Sport Tech in the GR Supra RC in the 2020 model. But this is going to be taking my last stand, folks. I could probably have to take silver medal by the finish because this will have to get a little bit more closer at the end of the second quarter. Gonna have to stay strong because he is closing in by 0.2 seconds behind. Gonna have to make that perfect braking point to be at the first chicane. So here we go, and looks like, oh man, looks like this is gonna be a little bit hard race out there, folks. Gonna have to pull the brakes, and oh man, looks like that was pretty too close out there. Wow, I cannot believe it. This is gonna have to take a lot of sacrifice whenever I had to brace for impact. That was pretty close call out there for Josh Benelli. So it looks like this is gonna be having a fourth place driver. Dunn's owner is crossing the penalty line to be forced to slow down. Wow, I cannot believe it. That was pretty close out there for Josh Benelli whenever he has to do the right thing to let me pass on, because taking a sacrifice to avoid a penalty makes the only way to do is to have a right thing. Now here comes the second part. This is gonna have to do the different ways, and this is gonna be having the skill average. Just gonna have to take that inside, goes on by the apex. That's the very good ticket. Very good successful move by UDRS. We'll be taking on second place. This race will be over clearly soon, folks. This is going to be having a very good ongoing battle by taking the second place finish, while the first place will be taking on the podium. Gonna keep going. This is gonna have to take that early braking point to be needed as possible. Oh boy, just gonna have to slow down quickly and take that inside. We'll be making a good aim, and looks like Josh Benelli is doing the same thing and going in by switching to a different lane. Now that was wonderful close, but he's still on my tail, folks. Josh Benelli in third place. It's about to be going right in. I hope I could probably have to shake him off, because this is going to be taking a little bit more tough battle out there before coming right back onto the Indianapolis corner section. This is going to get a little bit risky. Gonna have to do a little bit more early braking points just to be in case, and looks like he's going in early. Passing in onto the second part and make that perfect left turn. Now that's a good ticket. So this is going to be taking on that 90-degree angle we'll be doing in by having a refresh checkpoint. And looks like here it goes for S. Malaysia in the lead and taking on that fourth corner. He can do it, folks. This first place driver will be taking home the podium before it's about to be reached up at the fourth chicane. Gonna have to make a good freestyle turn to be going right in. Taking the skill average for every GR Super RC will be taking a good practice run in Le Mans. Just gonna have to take that fourth corner and going in by having a hard right. He's going slider pass by to close into the gap, folks. Gonna have to keep it well defended, because UDRS is gonna have to take that second place medal to be having a good finish. Gonna have to stay strong. Just gonna have to keep going in onto the inside. Just to avoid the outside, it's gonna get a little bit more less weakness effect. And here comes the final stretch, and looks like S. Malaysia is about to be taking home the podium, and looks like this is going to be a very good way to see it. Come on, looks like this is going to be a very good checker flag out there, folks. S. Malaysia is now taking first place in the third round of the GR Supra GT Cup of the 2020 series. What in the most excited race ever of all time, folks. S. Malaysia is now finally got first place for the win. Now this is going to be a very good, remarkable finish for myself to take on second place finish. Josh Benelli is now taking third place. Don's owner is finally did pretty well in fourth. This one might have to leaves up for the fifth place driver. Cleat US is now going in to have a nice running progress before he's about to be coming in onto the fourth chicane. Just gonna have to take a little bit more patient time out there, folks. Every racer is still out there for taking the final lap before it reached up at the finish line. So it looks like Ralph QCYT just barely took a 2-second penalty. It's just boy again is definitely going in by having a 1-second penalty to be taking effect. SASCAR 88, 1-second penalty by making a little mistake by ignoring the track limit. So it looks like this is going to be having a little bit changed up results out there, since several mistake drivers has barely took the effect on the penalty. Just going to make sure to be very careful when having a clean race during the competition. So this is going to be having a results to be confirmed. It was very challenging and very difficult to be in Le Mans for having a 2020-2019 GR Super RC will be taking the challenge. Having a grid start is going to be having a false start check to be very well careful to be needed. But good thing that we just did having a rolling start back in the first season. Very good job out there. I just took second place for a finish. Just gonna have to take some good earning summaries, and looks like this is gonna be having a good, remarkable race out there, viewers. This is gonna be a very good, incredible race out there, since Josh Benelli has barely made a good respawn. Now that was pretty awesome and pretty epic, and it's all about taking the struggle and evenly a sacrifice by taking the first chicane to avoid a penalty. No matter it was, this is going to be having a good time to congratulations to S. Masia for having a good win. So looks like this is going to be having a good endorsement to be congratulations for it. So looks like this is going to be having a little bit quick apology from Josh Benelli for having a little bit bump incident on the first turn of the chicane. To be a matter of honest, having a competition race for a one-make category of the GR Super RC could probably have to take a required skills we'll be doing an early braking point by having a balance of performance. The number of entry slots for the GR Supra GT Cup in the 2020 series will be increased from 1 to 2 per round at the beginning. So that's very good by taking the update for the event, because that will might brings everybody to take a second chance. Round 4 is coming up for the next race. Is going to be at WeatherTech Raceway Laguna Seca, and the GR Supra RC is going to have a perfect time out there. We'll be taking on the Corkscrew. Do your best out there, folks. This is going to be a lot of practice before we will get started to begin. Alright folks, I hope you really enjoyed watching the race. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, bell for notification uploads, and the links on the description down below if you want to see more. Livery blog videos are available to watch anytime you want. This will be the entertainment showcase about different cars with liveries I haven't made. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time to continue in the GR Supra GT Cup 2020 series on Gran Turismo Sport, and I'll see you guys later. Keep on racing, stay clean.